let's jump ahead to kind of the next big piece, which is data cloud. Manuel mentioned how Agentforce is designed to work with data cloud. Really, the big message about data cloud there was that Salesforce is looking for data cloud to kind of be the center of everything. Now, I'm sure some of this is because of the way they want to license it and the revenue side of that, but I think they're also building capabilities into this that I'm going to let Ninan dive into and explain. So Ninan, you are our resident data cloud expert. You're the one with the data cloud certification. Let's see if you can help explain this one to us.
Yeah. Thanks for that introduction. And also, I will be the next
data cloud engineer because I'm really pushing myself to gain a lot of skills on data cloud because I'm really interested in data. I guess that data is everything for us now. And yeah, basically, as you mentioned, data cloud is so exciting for me right now because before Dreamforce, we know that data cloud was already powerful. Data cloud is a data lake, and also besides to be a data lake, it's a data warehouse at the same time in servers, right? So just to put those components all together,
it's amazing. And then
you put more data into it, and you will have a lot of information there. What is good about data cloud now? That basically is going to totally change our game because why? Mainly, we will see new features. One of the features that I'm really impressed about this is that, of course, based on your data, considering that we are going to ingest billions, like huge amounts of data, we are going to be able to really empower our AI predictions, right? That is extremely important because even if previously we were able to predict, now with data from these different sources we have a lot of discrepancies, and we will have identity resolution providing just one identity and identifying all the duplicates and those type of things based on the identity resolution. We are going to empower really our prediction using AI. The second thing that I consider that it's
also really important, and this is something that I haven't seen
that it's that tangible or real in Salesforce before, is that we will have access to real-time data.
Sometimes when you are working in Salesforce
with a lot of data, you have data skew, you are facing problems with limits, you have a lot of problems because we are talking about a lot of reports. But now, with Data Cloud, you are going to be able to handle your data in real time.
Probably someone that is not that technical
would say, but so what?
That is extremely important because
we will provide
information to the C1 executives,
CTO, CEO,
CFOs in order to make decisions instantly. So the sooner the better. And of course, the information is going to be more accurate because we don't have those gaps of timeline.
So real data is key. Something that previously Manuel was mentioning, and also you, Jane, it's that security is a priority for Salesforce, not just for data cloud, not just for AI. I would say that it's basically it's one of our allies that are working really hard on have our security as a company, as a client, really protected, right? So there is no possibility that you will have a leak or it's unsafe. So we have all the tools that are required to protect the information and of course to restrict. And with the data layer, basically we have clearly understanding that this would be a problem for us. And last but not least, talking about data cloud, and I guess that the people that work already with data cloud notice that unified customer profiles, it's a really important feature. So identity resolution, unified customer profiles, it's going to be really, really important features that we need to take the most out of them, because when we are using different reports from different sources, it's really complicated to say this is the record that basically will drive all the story or your report, or it's the key record that should be considered to deduplicate and clean the data. It's really complicated, but with Data Cloud, we will have a lot of possibilities to simplify this process. And why it's important for our business, Data Cloud? Because when we talk about Data Cloud, it seems like this is far from business people, right? And we say, yeah, Data Cloud, but on a day-to-day, on a daily basis, we are not perceiving Data Cloud that close in a business. But it's not that real, that type of thinking, because basically Data Cloud will provide specific tools, specific reports that are going to help us to understand better our customers in a deeper way, because we are talking about bunch of data. So previously, the type of analysis that we were doing or we were making in Salesforce, they were like probably high level, or if you invest a lot of effort in your analysis, of course, that you can provide a deeper understanding or advice to your customers. But now it's going to be easier and faster, and of course, in real time. And basically everything could be personalized, because this now it's easier. You will be able to personalize, to connect. You will be able to put not just one or multiple orgs in Data Cloud, because previously you were allowed only to put one org. Now you can put more, and also you can use some flows to connect more orgs to provide more information.
I would say that those are my thoughts about Data Cloud.
Yeah, I really like this graphic. It probably oversimplifies it a little bit, but I think, showing how Data Cloud is now really being designed and architected to be the center for everything, dealing with the security, dealing with huge volumes of data, especially for larger organizations, but plugging into all the different Salesforce technologies. And then to Manuel's points earlier about Agentforce, the different agents that are out of the box available to be configured. That doesn't even include you building your own custom ones. So Vivian and Manuel, any additional thoughts to add to what Nina had to say?
Should I go first, Manuel?
Go for
Go
it.
ahead.
All right. No, I think that Nina said it. I mean, it all. It's just that I think that there's just one takeaway here that we even highlighted, Jim. If you recall, we had a previous webinar on Copilot and AI, where we said, and this was also mentioned during Dreamforce, some of the keynote sessions. They said that your AI is just as good as your data. So I think that
Yes.
this is the thing about having Data Cloud right there in the center. In many demonstrations, I remember people saying, we have Data Cloud underpinning it all. We have Data Cloud underpinning the Atlas reasoning engine for Agentforce. So, and I think that the overall message, I didn't get to go specifically to the Data Cloud keynote. I missed that one, and that was, I couldn't arrange the agenda for such, but I'll for sure take a look at that later on Salesforce Plus. But I think that what I can take as a fact here from all that I've heard in other keynote sessions was that Data Cloud was really essential to Agentforce. So, and again, because it ties, it's there underpinning the reasoning engine.
Yep.
So the main idea was that this is really paramount for enhancing and leveraging Einstein AI and Agentforce with the
Yeah, I think bigger
data cloud.
organizations are going to really see the benefit of using Agent Cloud. If you're using multiple Salesforce technologies, if you're integrating with other big enterprise systems and you're trying to leverage the AI capabilities, you're really going to want to be using Data Cloud. If you're just using one Salesforce technology in a smaller environment with not huge volumes of data, then it's probably not necessary. It's kind of the sense I get. Manuel,
Right.
did you have anything to add?
And just before I
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
hand it to Manuel, just one thing, Jim, I was reviewing my notes here. So I saw that they announced that Salesforce is launching 50 new pre-built connectors to
Yeah.
Data Cloud. So, this is going to bring it to the total of over 200. So it means that the focus here is on simplifying the integration of disparate data sources into Data Cloud. So I think it's a good thing to
Yeah,
mention.
they had some impressive
note here.
numbers. Yeah, they announced that. I think, going back to the Agent Force, they said something like they wanted to have 4 trillion agents released by next Dreamforce, and they had already developed like 1 million or something. So they're trying to make this easy to deploy, and it's complex, it's complicated, but they're trying to simplify it as best they can.
Right.
But I would say when we talk about the connectors, just in case, at some points could be tricky because
Somehow you will require MuleSoft.
also, right?
Yeah.
So that is
The part. So,
and the only way that you can be
100% sure is once you want to integrate or bring your data from other sources, and you will see if that is supported or you need MuleSoft.
Yeah. Manuel, did you have anything you wanted to add that wasn't already covered? I just want to make
Yeah,
sure
but
we're watching time. Go ahead.
Yeah, just I want to mention a small thing that was related to Agentforce before. And one of the most interesting things that you have in Data Cloud is that allows you also the vectorization is kind of a technical thing, but allows you to take unstructured data and create something that you can then use for processing these with the agents in Agentforce. So I wanted just to highlight how important the data that we are achieving and how we are processing them for then using in the other stages.